Following the video clip of Bernie Sanders speaking on the American right to protest will be a description of nonviolent protest methods. Now off to this wonderful clip of Bernie.
Are you ready for a very radical statement? Well, here it goes. I support the First Amendment of the United States Constitution, and this is what it says, quote, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances, end of quote. Let us be clear. Protests and demonstrations have played an enormously important and positive role in modern American history. Without protests led by Dr. King and others, we would not have made progress in eliminating segregation in America and combating racism. Without protests, women in America would still be second-class citizens, unable to control their own bodies or have equal opportunities in the workforce. Without protests, many of our gay brothers and sisters would still be hiding their sexual identity. Today, on college campuses all over this country, students are exercising their constitutional right to protest. They are standing in opposition to American policy, which is providing billions of dollars for Netanyahu's right-wing extremist Israeli government's war against the Palestinian people. A war which has already killed 33,000 Palestinians and injured 77,000 more, 2/3 of whom are women and children. A war which has destroyed or damaged more than half of the housing in Gaza. A war which has essentially annihilated the healthcare system in Gaza. A war which has done incredible damage to the civilian infrastructure in Gaza, electricity, clean water, and sewage. A war which has bombed every one of the 13 universities in Gaza and left hundreds of thousands of children without schooling. In my view, demonstrations must be nonviolent. Not only is that the right thing to do, it is the most effective thing to do. The focus must be on the suffering of the people in Gaza, not bricks flying through windows. And absolutely, we must all work together to make certain that we free our country from all forms of bigotry, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, racism, homophobia, and every other form of hatred.
Peaceful protest typically encompasses a range of activities that express dissent or grievances without resorting to violence or unlawful behavior. Here are some examples of what is generally allowed under peaceful protest. Groups can gather and march in public spaces to express their views or advocate for a cause. Participants often carry signs, banners, or placards with slogans or messages related to their cause. Chanting slogans or rallying cries is common. Organizers may arrange for speakers to address crowds at designated rally points, parks, or public squares. Handing out flyers, pamphlets, or other informational material to passersby is a common tactic for spreading awareness. Economic actions such as boycotting certain products or businesses or organizing strikes can also be forms of peaceful protest. Civil disobedience, which involves intentionally breaking certain laws or regulations in a nonviolent manner to draw attention to an issue. Participants typically accept legal consequences for their actions. Protesters often use art, music, performance, or other creative mediums to convey their message in a peaceful manner. It's important to note that while these activities are generally considered lawful forms of protest, there may be local regulations or restrictions governing where and how protest can take place. Additionally, protesters must often obtain permits for large gatherings or marches, depending on local laws. Well, I hope you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would check out and subscribe to my other channel, Concise Chomsky, link is on the homepage and in the comments section. Thank you. Now, take care and bye-bye.